Okay, we're over here at probably the best place in Bethlehem, one of the best places in Bethlehem, the Chocolate Lab, and a little bit behind the scenes here also. No joke. If you're looking for a great treat, come over here, and the staff here and the owner Arlene is. Trust me, you're hard pressed to find a better staff and owner than in the entire Lehigh Valley.
Yay. Oh,
Seriously.
Oh, I love it.
And I'm not just saying that because you advertise. I'm saying that from the first time I walked in here during Music Fest.
Oh,
That was my one of my impressions. Okay, but the reason why the whole reason for this interview is I've been trying to do a lot of like articles and editorials that try to help people out. I did a four-part article about life on the street from experience, and things like that to try to help people out and help out local charities and stuff, and really make a difference. And thanks to Grace, who's right in front of the camera, working very hard. Arlene and Grace mentioned about maybe doing an article or an interview about the local YMCA here in Bethlehem, and I think that's a fantastic idea. And Grace actually works at the YMCA. Now, back in the 70s and 80s, mostly thanks to the village people, the YMCA's did get a lot of attention, but it seems like that you rarely even hear about them anymore. If I'm in the way, just tell me to move. But you rarely even hear about about YMCA's anymore. It's so and I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember like what really goes on at them. It's most people might think that it's like a place to work out, classes and things, but it's actually a lot more than just a basic gym. Am I right?
It really is. We do have a gym, and we have all new equipment at the Y, at the Bethlehem Y. But it's also the Y now, and not the YMCA. It's been rebranded, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
To be more inclusive of all different kinds of people.
Yeah, see, in the 70s and 80s, it used to be the YMCA and the YWCA. I remember that.
Like the YMCA is still an organization, so is the YWCA. They're not the same organization though; they're different.
Right.
Like our Y, right? So, not only do we have a gym with all new equipment and a pool, which is pretty awesome.
Okay.
That's heated.
For people like me who eventually probably should take swimming lessons, just have not learned yet.
Yeah, we offer adult swimming lessons actually, which is pretty cool. And it's not just that; it's like the people that come to the Y. They care. I guess I've worked a lot of jobs in my life, and this one and the Y are the two jobs that I've actually given a crap about.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. And I have to say that when you're a member of the Y, people care about you. People actually care.
It's not like going to a gym and then where you might feel out of place because you see all these people that have worked out, and bulked up, and the trainers. I mean, it's more, it's more of a community environment there.
Yeah, when I was younger, I went to the Y, and I always felt sort of uncomfortable because I was more of an artsy kid.
Right.
And I wouldn't think that I would fit in there at all, ever. And that's the thing, though, is that you may not feel that way, but once they get to know you and you get to know the people, you'll realize that everyone goes to the Y, including artists and writers and journalists and all these people, musicians, they all go to the Y. And the reason is because it's such a nice community. We also have racquetball courts, which apparently nobody knows about. And
That I actually used to play for fun every once in a while.
yeah, it's fun. And I mean, you sort of walk into the Bethlehem Y and it looks like 1980, but which is true.
The retro is still in.
And that's very true. But when you have to look sort of past that, because it really is just a paint job and everything, And,
Yeah.
And for me, one of my big things working at the Y is that I want people like me to know that they can go to the Y. I want to start a whole mural project.
Okay.
And I need help from local local artists and everything to do it, but to show that art can be a part, that art is a part of the community, and the Y is a big part of the community. So why not show that?
Yeah.
You know? On the side of a building. Why not? And I just love it. We have childcare. I work in childcare, and
There's something else I really want to point out, though. It's more than just. They also have classes there and different things like you
they do
dance.
Yeah, I teach dance, and there are a bunch of different aerobics classes and swimming classes. And, a lot of special needs people come to the Y, and I love that. I've worked with a girl with Down syndrome for a really long time, and like at the Y, they're seen as people, which they should be. Whereas like other places, they sort of look down on them, or like give them pity. But that doesn't happen at the Y. They're just another person, which is pretty great, and not something you experience often. And like everyone just sort of loves it. We have silver sneakers, which is for older people.
Okay.
And there are special classes just geared towards like older adults, which is really great. I feel like Bethlehem lacks in that area a lot, and
this area in general, like I know, like speaking from living in Allentown, seeing and everything, both Allentown and Bethlehem actually really lack in that area.
Yeah, like my dad, right? He's 85, and he goes to the community center in New York City, but that's New York City. Like, why don't we have more things for older people in Bethlehem where it's easier for them to get around, and it just makes more sense to have more of that in a place like this rather than New York City.
Yeah.
And the Y offers that.
Yeah, like here in Lehigh Valley, the Atlanta bus offers free, senior citizens free transportation on Atlanta buses.
The buses drop off right in front of the Y.
Okay.
They drop off right there, and
Put the butter up on the top
like
shelf.
people just they don't know about it or they don't think about it. And I will say the Y can be expensive. It can be, but we offer scholarship programs that are based on your finances, so that like if you make $100 a month, we'll do something to help you get into the Y and get help.
Okay.
And like to pay for it, which is really awesome. And like just generally, I swear I love my jobs because people care. I like that. I like when people care and people at the Y genuinely care.
Okay.
Like my bosses have like they deal with housing and stuff like that. We have housing at the Y.
Huh.
For low income and
A lot of people would not have thought about that.
yeah, we have housing, and they're nice. They're like efficiency apartments with, refrigerators and your own oven and your own bathroom, stuff
Yeah.
like that. We offer that. And it's just like no one knows, and no one thinks to go there, or they think like that's a last resort.
Yeah.
For a lot of people,
Sorry, I'm trying to be quiet.
I'm so sorry.
I'll tell you what, we'll cut it off. We'll cut it off right here.